After 65, life often feels like standing at a crossroads. Many senior soldiers of life, people who have given decades of energy, love, and sacrifice to their families, suddenly realize that the strongest support does not always come from those they once relied on the most. Have you ever wondered why some seniors thrive with health, joy, and purpose while others feel lost and lonely, even when surrounded by family? These are the kinds of questions that science and real-life stories can help us answer. The truth is, after a certain age, what matters most are not just children or relatives, but pillars of support that can hold us steady through the storms of old age. And here's the surprising part. Research shows that there are 5 essential things, habits, and networks that can be even stronger than family ties. Let's pause and think about it. Imagine John from Austin, Texas, who spent most of his career as a construction worker. After retiring at 67, he thought family gatherings and occasional visits from his children would be enough to keep him happy. But soon, he felt a deep emptiness, a kind of silence in his soul. What pulled him out of it wasn't more family dinners. It was his commitment to a local community garden, where he found companionship, purpose, and daily routines that made him healthier than ever. John's story is not unique. Millions of seniors discover that these other pillars of support are what truly carry them forward. Scientific studies back this up. According to research published in the journals of gerontology, seniors who build strong non-family support systems, such as social groups, purposeful activities, and consistent health habits, report 30% higher life satisfaction and lower rates of depression. Even more striking, these seniors tend to avoid the most common health declines that plague many after retirement. This means that while family love is precious, relying solely on it can sometimes leave gaps in emotional, social, and physical health. The big question we're exploring in this video is simple but powerful. What are these 5 essential pillars of support after 65, and why can they be stronger than family? Each pillar will come alive not only with facts and data but also through personal stories of seniors across America who have embraced these life-changing habits. From Seattle to Miami, from veterans to teachers, you'll hear testimonies of people who transformed their later years by leaning on supports beyond family. Stay with me until the end, because by the time we finish, you'll see aging in a completely new light. These aren't abstract theories or complicated medical advice. They are practical, proven things you can start focusing on today. Whether you are already over 65, caring for someone who is, or simply preparing for the years ahead, these lessons will give you clarity and inspiration. So let's dive in. The journey begins now with Pillar 1, a foundation that many overlook but can completely change the way seniors experience their golden years. Pillar 1, building strong social connections. When people think about life after 65, many imagine quiet days filled with family visits. But the truth is, for most seniors, family interactions alone are not enough to sustain mental and physical health. The first essential pillar that proves stronger than family is building strong social connections outside of blood relatives. These connections can come from friendships, community groups, volunteering, or even casual networks built through shared hobbies. And science shows these ties can extend life expectancy, boost happiness, and help seniors avoid some of the most damaging health declines. Take the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old retired nurse from Cleveland, Ohio. After her husband passed away and her children moved to different states, Margaret found herself spending long hours alone. At first, she thought weekly phone calls with her daughter would be enough. But she quickly realized loneliness was creeping in. Her sleep patterns were disrupted, she lost her appetite, and even her energy for daily tasks began to fade. Then something remarkable happened. She joined a local book club and a walking group at her community center. Suddenly, Margaret had reasons to get out of bed, conversations that made her laugh, and friends who checked on her health and mood. Within months, her doctor noticed lower blood pressure and improved mobility. Margaret herself said, "These women became my sisters in spirit. They gave me strength when my own family couldn't be there every day." Scientific evidence strongly supports stories like Margaret's. A landmark study from Brigham Young University analyzed 148 independent research papers and found that seniors with strong social ties had a 50% higher chance of survival compared to those who were isolated. That's a survival benefit stronger than quitting smoking or starting regular exercise. Another study published in the American Journal of Public Health highlighted that seniors who engage in group activities report the most significant reductions in stress, improved cognitive performance, and lower risks of dementia. These things are not small benefits, they are life-saving habits that every senior must consider. Think about it, after 65, the circle of friends and community can sometimes become more present than children or relatives who live far away. Seniors older like Margaret prove that emotional nourishment doesn't only come from family. It comes from having someone to walk with, laugh with, or simply sit and share a cup of tea. In fact, the World Health Organization lists social participation as one of the most critical determinants of healthy aging. This means it's not just a nice-to-have, it's something seniors must prioritize if they want to avoid loneliness, depression, and physical decline. What's most inspiring about this pillar is that it's accessible to everyone. Whether through religious groups, hobby clubs, senior centers, or neighborhood events, these connections are waiting to be built. And for many, these bonds become even stronger than family ties because they are chosen, nurtured, and deeply meaningful. So as we step deeper into these 5 essential pillars, remember this: the first thing that can truly carry seniors after 65 is the power of community. Not just people you're related to, but people you choose to surround yourself with, friends, peers, companions, who lift you up and keep you moving forward. Pillar 2, maintaining physical health through daily habits. After 65, one of the things that most seniors worry about is their physical health. While family may care and offer help during illness, the true strength of longevity comes from personal discipline and habits that you must build every single day. This is why the second essential pillar of support, often stronger than family, is maintaining physical health through daily habits. These are the routines, from exercise to nutrition, that determine how strong your body will remain long after retirement. And science proves that the difference between a senior who thrives and one who declines is often found in these small but consistent things. Consider the story of Robert, a 69-year-old retired fireman from Denver, Colorado. Robert spent decades saving lives, but after retirement he developed the unhealthy habit of sitting too much and eating processed food. Within 3 years, he gained weight, his blood sugar spiked, and his knees began to fail him. His family noticed but could do little more than encourage him. What truly changed Robert's life was his decision to join a local seniors older fitness class. He began walking 30 minutes each morning and swapped sugary drinks for water and herbal tea. Slowly, his weight dropped, his joints became stronger, and his doctor reported improved cardiovascular health. Robert says, "My kids love me, but they couldn't walk those miles for me. These daily habits saved me." Science supports Robert's testimony. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, seniors who exercise at least 150 minutes per week reduce their risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even certain cancers by nearly 40%. Moreover, consistent physical activity is linked to better cognitive performance, helping seniors avoid memory decline. Diet is equally critical. Research from Harvard School of Public Health shows that seniors who consume diets rich in vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and avoid excessive salt and sugar have a 25% lower risk of premature death. These are things no amount of family love can replace, because health is built from the inside out. After 65, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that slowing down is natural. But the truth is, what you must avoid is inactivity. The human body, even in old age, is designed to move. Whether it's walking, gardening, stretching, or swimming, these activities keep muscles alive, bones strong, and the immune system alert. And these habits are within everyone's reach, no matter where they live or what resources they have. Now, let me pause here for a moment. Are you still following along closely? If yes, I want you to prove it. Go down to the comments right now and type number 2. That's your way of letting me know you're truly with us on this journey. And while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video from Golden Age Wisdom, so more seniors can learn these life-saving lessons. As we move to the next pillar, remember this: family love is beautiful, but your body listens to what you do every single day. The habits you choose, what you eat, how you move, and what you avoid, will always speak louder than words. And these daily choices can become the strongest form of support after 65. Pillar 3, mental stimulation and lifelong learning. When we think about aging, many assume that the mind naturally slows down after 65. But the reality is very different. Science shows that the brain is like a muscle. If you exercise it, it stays sharp. If you neglect it, decline sets in faster than most seniors realize. That's why the third essential pillar of support, often stronger than family, is mental stimulation and lifelong learning. These are not just fancy ideas for academics. They are practical, everyday habits that can dramatically protect memory, focus, and emotional well-being. Take the story of Helen, a 74-year-old retired schoolteacher from Portland, Oregon. After leaving the classroom, she found herself slipping into long days of television and naps. She assumed this was normal after retirement. But slowly, she noticed she was forgetting simple things, like where she placed her keys or the names of her neighbors. Instead of panicking, Helen decided to challenge her brain again. She joined an online history course for seniors, began playing chess with her local senior center, and even started learning basic Spanish. Within months, she felt more alert, her confidence returned, and her family noticed she was once again telling vivid stories with energy and detail. Helen shared, "These activities gave me a reason to wake up excited. My mind felt alive again." Scientific evidence makes Helen's experience clear. A study published in Neurology found that seniors who engage in mentally stimulating activities, such as reading, puzzles, or learning new skills, delay the onset of cognitive decline by up to 5 years. Another large-scale research project from the Mayo Clinic showed that seniors who regularly participate in educational or mentally challenging activities reduce their risk of developing Alzheimer's disease by nearly 30%. These numbers are powerful. They prove that mental habits are not just hobbies, they are survival strategies. After 65, many seniors older mistakenly think that retirement means stopping growth. But the truth is, the brain thrives on new challenges. These things don't have to be complicated. Simple habits like reading a new book, learning to play an instrument, trying a new recipe, or joining a community discussion group can all build neural pathways and keep the brain young. What seniors must avoid is monotony, the repetition of dull routines that do nothing to spark curiosity. Neuroscientists explain that novelty is one of the most effective fuels for brain health. Think about it, family members may love and support you emotionally, but they can't exercise your brain for you. That responsibility rests on your daily choices. It's these little decisions, picking up a crossword instead of the remote, enrolling in a class instead of sitting idly, that create the most powerful shield against decline. The beauty of this pillar is that it proves age does not define capacity. Seniors after 65 can still grow, still learn, and still discover new passions. And for many, this pillar becomes the one that gives them the deepest sense of independence and self-worth, qualities that even the closest family ties cannot always provide. Pillar 4, Emotional Resilience and Inner Peace. One of the most overlooked but essential things that sustain seniors after 65 is not just physical strength or social ties, it's emotional resilience and inner peace. Family members may love you deeply, but they cannot always protect you from grief, disappointment, or the daily stresses that come with aging. The ability to build emotional strength, to find balance within yourself, is a pillar that can often stand stronger than family support. Without it, even the most devoted relatives cannot keep sadness, anxiety, or fear at bay. Consider the story of James, a 76-year-old Vietnam veteran from San Diego, California. After decades of service and sacrifice, James entered retirement with pride, but also with scars, both physical and emotional. When his wife passed away suddenly, his children did their best to comfort him, but the nights still felt unbearably heavy. What changed his path was a local veterans meditation group, where seniors older like him practiced mindfulness and shared their stories. Over time, James learned to sit with his grief, breathe through his pain, and rebuild his outlook on life. He later said, "My kids loved me, but they couldn't carry my sadness. Learning to face it myself gave me back my freedom." Science strongly supports James's testimony. A study from Harvard Medical School found that seniors who practice mindfulness or meditation at least 3 times a week report 43% lower levels of anxiety and depression. Another report published in the Journal of Aging and Mental Health revealed that seniors who engage in spiritual or reflective practices, even simple things like journaling or prayer, show stronger resilience when facing illness, loss, or financial stress. These findings prove that emotional strength is not just a nice extra, it is one of the most critical habits seniors must build to avoid the most damaging effects of stress. After 65, challenges often appear suddenly: the loss of a spouse, chronic illness, financial adjustments, or simply the loneliness of children living far away. These things can crush even the strongest person, unless they have tools to build inner balance. Emotional resilience doesn't mean avoiding pain, it means learning how to move through it without breaking. Seniors must avoid bottling up feelings or relying solely on others to fix what only the heart can heal. Practices like meditation, gratitude journaling, gentle yoga, or even talking to a counselor are proven ways to strengthen this pillar. Now let's pause here. Are you still with me? If yes, I want you to prove it. Go down to the comments right now and type number 4. That's how I'll know you're following this journey closely. And while you're there, remember to like, subscribe, and share this video from Golden Age Wisdom, so we can bring these life-changing insights to more seniors around the world. The truth is, emotional resilience can be the strongest form of support because it comes from within. Family can stand beside you, but only you can build the habits of peace and strength that carry you through the storms of old age. And once mastered, this pillar gives seniors not just survival, but the chance to live with grace, wisdom, and a calm heart. Pillar 5, Purpose and Contribution. After 65, many seniors find themselves asking a difficult question: what now? Retirement often brings freedom from work responsibilities, but it can also leave a vacuum that family cannot fill. Children may visit occasionally, grandchildren may bring joy, but the sense of having a daily purpose, something that makes you feel needed, is a deeper source of strength. That's why the 5th essential pillar of support, often stronger than family, is finding purpose and ways to contribute. This pillar gives seniors direction, energy, and a reason to wake up each morning with excitement rather than emptiness. Take the story of Linda, a 70-year-old retired librarian from Minneapolis, Minnesota. For years, Linda thought her purpose ended when she closed the doors of her library for the last time. Her children lived across the country, and while they called regularly, she often felt invisible. Then one day, she volunteered at a local literacy program, teaching adults how to read. The impact was immediate. She found herself energized, proud, and deeply connected to the people she helped. Linda explained, "My family loves me, but this program gave me something they couldn't, the feeling that I still matter to the world." Her health even improved, with her doctor noting lower stress levels and a healthier heart rate. Science supports what Linda discovered. A long-term study from Rush University Medical Center found that seniors with a strong sense of purpose have a 43% lower risk of mortality and a significantly reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease. Another report in Psychological Science revealed that seniors who engage in purposeful activities, whether volunteering, mentoring, or creative projects, experience better physical health, stronger immune systems, and improved mental resilience. These things highlight an undeniable truth: purpose is medicine for the soul and the body. After 65, many seniors older struggle with the feeling of being done, as if life has already been lived. But research shows that seniors who continue contributing, whether through work, hobbies, or service, stay healthier and happier for longer. These are habits that everyone must consider if they want their later years to be full of life instead of decline. What seniors must avoid is the trap of passivity, believing that aging automatically means retreating from meaningful activity. The most vibrant elders are those who give back, whether by caring for a neighbor, planting a community garden, or sharing wisdom with younger generations. What's most beautiful about this pillar is that it does not depend on age, money, or family presence. It depends on willingness. Seniors can find purpose in small things: teaching a skill, offering encouragement, writing stories, or even smiling at strangers who need kindness. For many, these contributions become stronger than family support, because they affirm identity, dignity, and value in a way that nothing else can. This 5th pillar reminds us that life after 65 is not an ending, but a chapter rich with opportunities. The purpose you choose, the contributions you make, and the habits you build are what carry you forward with strength. And for seniors everywhere, purpose may just be the most powerful support of all. The final pillar of wisdom. As we reach the end of this journey, it becomes clear that life after 65 is not defined by family alone. Family love is beautiful, and it will always be one of the most meaningful things in our hearts. But as we have discovered together, the strongest supports often come from pillars that go beyond blood ties. These 5 essential pillars, social connections, physical health, mental stimulation, emotional resilience, and purpose, are what truly determine whether senior soldiers of life thrive or decline in their later years. Think about the stories we shared: Margaret in Cleveland who found new life through her book club, Robert in Denver who transformed his health through exercise, Helen in Portland who reignited her mind through learning, James in San Diego who discovered peace through mindfulness, and Linda in Minneapolis who found her deepest joy in giving back. These are not extraordinary people. They are everyday seniors who chose to embrace habits and things that science proves are essential. And their lives show us a powerful truth: aging does not mean fading away. It means evolving into a stage where wisdom, resilience, and purpose become the strongest sources of strength. The data is clear. Studies from Harvard, Mayo Clinic, Brigham Young University, and countless other research centers show that seniors who engage in these pillars live longer, healthier, and happier lives. They avoid the most common traps of old age, loneliness, depression, physical decline, and instead build routines that keep them strong. What family cannot always provide, these habits can. And what you must avoid is the belief that you are powerless against time. You are not. Every choice after 65 matters, and every habit can either build your future or weaken it. So let me ask you directly, are you still here with me at the very end of this journey? If yes, go to the comments right now and type number 6. That will be your way of telling me that you've stayed strong until the conclusion of this video. And while you're down there, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel, Golden Age Wisdom. By doing so, you are not only supporting us, but also helping other seniors find the guidance, motivation, and encouragement they need to live with dignity and strength. The golden years are not about giving up. They are about discovering new ways to live fully. With these 5 pillars, you don't just survive, you thrive. You find joy in friendships, strength in health, energy in learning, peace in resilience, and meaning in purpose. And together, they form a foundation that is often stronger than family because they are built from within and sustained by choice. So remember this: the path after 65 is not about what you lose, but about what you choose. Choose wisely, build these pillars, and step into your golden age with courage and hope. Because the truth is, aging is not the end, it's the beginning of wisdom, and it's your time to shine.